So, my first real attraction to women, I think, started in college. I remember walking outside of my dorm, and there was a group of girls sitting and talking amongst themselves. And I looked over and I saw this one girl, and we made eye contact. And she was beautiful. She was very, very beautiful. And I just remember her being somewhat of a soft stud, I want to say, because she wasn't necessarily feminine, but she was very soft looking. She had a very beautiful face. And she looked right in my eyes. And her eyes were just so beautiful. Beautiful. She had beautiful light brown eyes. I think maybe they could have been hazel, if I'm not mistaken. But I just remember her being so beautiful. And she did have locks too. She had green, well, her whole entire locks were not green, but she had like the tips of her locks were green. And just everything about her hair was beautiful, how she looked, and when she stared at me, it was just so beautiful. And I remember smiling back at her as though we were having so much chemistry with our eyes. And she actually said a few words to me. At the time, I had twists in my hair, coils. And she asked me, was I trying to start my lock journey? And I told her, I said, no, I just like to wear coils in my hair. And she said, oh, okay. But she kept eye contact with me as though she was flirting with me. She had very flirty eyes. So, like I said, she was just beautiful, gorgeous. I really, really, really like this color, by the way. I love this divergent color that I'm using. It's pretty, right? Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it. I love it on you. You look great. Thank you. It's so awesome. It's hot. It's hot. I love it. Anyway, that was when I first noticed I had an attraction to women. And I don't necessarily understand why I did not act upon it. I guess because I knew how queer phobic my family can be, because I've heard them say a lot of, I don't know what's the word to use, or if cynical is the word, or I'm gonna put it this way, not very good language towards people of my community. So I didn't share it with them. I never told anyone at that time who was in my family that I thought I was bi-curious or attracted to women or bisexual. I only told one of my close guy friends, and his name was Michael, and Michael didn't necessarily think I was bisexual or into women. He just thought maybe I was a bit fluid, if that makes sense. So he still thought I was a straight woman, but he believed as though he believed that I was fluid in some sense. So I just left it at that. And if I thought about being with a woman or having an encounter, I'm gonna say it like that, with a woman, I just kind of just ignored it. Sorry about all. Sorry about clearing my throat. I've been getting over a cold, so you good. You good, girl. Now finish the story. Yeah, so that's really much it. I basically just stopped thinking about it, and I didn't really fathom, I couldn't really I didn't really have an idea in my mind that I would one day be open about my sexuality, and I had no idea that I would identify as bisexual. I had no idea that that would be a reality for me because, like I said, I know how my family is to a certain extent, and I just didn't think I would ever come out to anyone that was related to me. It was easier to tell friends, people that weren't any part of my family, how I felt. But that was a good thing because I got a chance to vent and speak with somebody that could understand me. Because at that time, I felt as though Michael could understand me.
Elf brow lift, and it's by the brand Elf. Love them because they are environment friendly, if you know what I mean. They are green. They don't do their it's kind of like, well, they're vegan. They are cruelty free, so they don't harm animals. Love them for doing that.
But now that I'm open about my sexuality and more free to speak about it and understand it, I think I really can, you know, relate to clients of mine, and like you all, like you girls. Yeah, we love you. I'm so happy that you invited us to this slumber party too. This is awesome. I love it. When are we gonna do some womb games? When you gonna do that? we'll be doing it in a minute. So, well, I'm getting to that. I'm getting to some ways that we can um explore our womb and appreciate it more as mothers, as women. But yeah, I feel like I'm able to relate to my community, and I'm glad that I can be a queer individual.
Smells good. Look how clear it is. It's so pretty. I love.
In the lactation industry and the um, doula industry, because I feel like there are so many clients, like you all and like myself want who want a doula who can relate to them in their story and their journey and not feel judged about their decisions or their family. Well, I'm put it this way, not feel judged about the non-traditional family that they're creating, you know? Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then also, Zari, I feel like you're right because I myself, I was looking for.
And do what she did. So I'm gonna use. I don't have the elf spool. I think it's called that, spoon or spool. I just have my um what is this? I think I have my, this is my Revlon spool. That's what I have right there. So that's what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to take a little bit. My goodness, it's really jelly.
Before I found you, I was looking for a um partner that could a birthing partner or a doula that could really relate to us and understand our needs in terms of birth because we both decided that we wanted to breastfeed the baby. You know, she takes a turn feeding our baby, and then I take a turn feeding our baby. And we didn't know whether or not that was possible because only one of us is delivering the baby. So we just had no idea if we could do that or not. And having a doula that's skilled or understands the lactation field and understands the birthing field really, really helped. And the fact that you are queer also helped because I said to myself, if anybody knows that, if there's anybody that knows whether or not we can actually do this type of lactation thing, it's going to be her. So that was when we made the call and we said, you know what, we're going to book you. We're going to book you as our doula. Oh, really? Yeah. That's how it started, girl. I love that. That's so wonderful.